Well, let's play this audio of Rush Limbaugh. Now, you've seen reports Rush Limbaugh's ratings are down in a lot of places. He's certainly lost millions of dollars in advertising because of his problems with women. And I think his problems with women have been well documented in the past years, but it really struck a chord with people when he was starting to call women who were testifying in front of Congress sluts for doing so. And but it seems as if he's still a little bit tone deaf. I'm not talking about being deaf because of all the Oxycontin he abused over the years. Hillbilly heroin will if you if you're a hillbilly heroin addict, the chances of you losing your hearing, I guess, goes way up. But I'm pretty sure he heard what he was saying here because you can see him repeat it. Here he is, perhaps in one of the creepiest times I've ever seen Rush, where he basically encourages, you listen to his response to this 14-year-old girl, and you tell me if this isn't the creepiest. Now, you have to imagine Rush Limbaugh sitting there on wife number 3. This is the guy who's famous for taking all that Viagra to the Dominican. I don't think it was one of those like charity things. I don't think it's like, well, I'm bringing a whole bunch of like jeans or canned food. No, I think he was taking that Viagra down there. Not sure why, but I'm sure if you Google things like sex tourism in the Dominican, you might come up with some answers. But here he is responding to a 14-year-old girl, welcoming her into the fold, as it were, almost like those Wilding guys on Game of Thrones, with his own daughters. Well, go ahead, listen.
So let's go to Katie, Island Park, Idaho. Glad you called. Great to have you on the program. Hello.
Hi, Rush. Yeah, my name is Katie, and I'm 14, and I'm not sure if I qualify to be a Rush baby or a Rush babe. What do you think?
You're 14?
I'm 14.
All right, pause
you're
it.
Both.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to have to go back just a sec. You're 14, so he clearly hears what she's saying. Is she a Rush baby or a Rush babe? Well, let's hear what he says.
You're 14?
I'm 14.
You're both.
Ooh.
You are a Rush baby and a Rush babe both. We'll count you both.
Alrighty.
Pause.
Have you signed?
Even the 14-year-old is freaked out by this. She's like, wait a second. I'm both a baby and a babe. In other words, I'm young enough to be a baby, but hot enough to be someone who could be one of your babes.
I love how he confirms that she's 14, as if 13 would have been no, right?
But the thing is that like even if he had said like you're a Rush babe because you're 14, I think she would have been okay. But the fact that you can be both simultaneously, I think, is what creeped her out. Keep playing it.
On our Facebook page?
Yes, I just did this morning.
Well, then you're a Rush babe. That's it.
Alrighty.
14. Well, thanks very much, Katie. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Rush.
See, folks, this program has no boundaries.
Oh, yes, indeed it does not. And I would bet that as Rush Limbaugh goes to break, you'll hear a little clicking as he's like, let me check out this Rush baby's pic. So there it is, folks, your moment of absolute horrid disgustingness brought to you by Rush Limbaugh today.